The dawn breaks gently over the ancient fishing village, where mossy roofs whisper secrets of the sea, and the morning mist clings to the quiet, sandy shores. A peaceful stillness settles across the land as the vibrant blue sky fades into a soft silver, signaling the arrival of a gentle, rhythmic autumn rain today. Upon the white sands, the basket boats lie in patient silence, waiting for the tides to turn, while the vast ocean horizon prepares for the coming monsoon. Tiny pearls of dew hang delicately from the hand-woven nets, capturing the pale light of a morning that breathes with the scent of salt and damp earth. A lone calico cat stretches its weary limbs on a faded wooden sill, watching the world turn gray as the first cool breeze of the storm arrives. With hands toughened by decades of salt and sun, the old fisherman continues his rhythmic work, his mind drifting like the waves beyond the shore's edge. The wooden shuttle dances through the mesh with a steady rhythm, a timeless craft passed down through generations, echoing the heartbeat of this coastal home today. His eyes, clouded by time but bright with memory, look toward the horizon where the sky and sea merge into a single shade of somber, quiet gray. An old bicycle rests against a leaning palm as the wind begins to pick up speed, whistling through the fronds in a hauntingly beautiful, natural symphony. The trees sway and groan under the weight of the coming storm, their leaves chattering like old friends sharing a secret before the clouds finally burst open. Shadows stretch across the village as the clouds thicken, turning the world into a canvas of deep blues and charcoal, heavy with the promise of rain. The sea grows restless, its white foam biting at the shore as the waves find a new, powerful rhythm against the dark stones of the silent coast. One by one, the first heavy drops fall, staining the warm bricks and releasing the intoxicating scent of dry earth meeting the cool, fresh water from above. Inside the small kitchen, the kettle begins to hum, its steam rising in a warm cloud that contrasts with the chilly dampness creeping in from the outside. With practiced ease, she slices the ginger, the sharp and spicy aroma filling the air, a natural remedy to ward off the cold of the rainy season. The steady sound of the knife against the wood becomes a domestic melody, a song of preparation and care, while the world outside is slowly washed clean. The hearth glows with a fierce orange light, casting dancing shadows upon the walls as the dry wood pops and crackles, providing a soul-stirring, ancient warmth. Beyond the kitchen door, the rain settles into a steady drumbeat, turning the courtyard into a blurred landscape of water and light as the day deepens. Crystal streams fall from the eaves, creating a shimmering curtain that hides the village from view, wrapping the house in a cocoon of solitude and peace. The old clay jar drinks deeply from the sky, each drop creating a perfect ring of ripples, capturing the essence of the storm within its cool depths. Golden tea flows into a weathered porcelain bowl, carrying the heat of the fire and the spice of the earth to cold hands and weary hearts alike. The rising steam dances in the dim light, a ghostly reminder of the comfort found in simple things, while the wind howls through the coastal trees outside. The village vanishes into a white veil of rain, where time seems to stop, and the only reality is the sound of water meeting the thirsty land. Delicate petals bow low under the heavy rain, shivering with every drop but standing resilient, a testament to the quiet strength found in the natural world. Water traces the paths carved by time on the mossy tiles, flowing like rivers over a miniature landscape of green velvet and weathered red clay and earth. A tiny bird finds refuge beneath a broad leaf, waiting out the storm in a small pocket of dry silence, while the world around it is drenched. The old man sips his tea slowly, his gaze lost in the rhythmic falling of the rain, finding a deep, wordless connection to the changing weather. In this moment, the roar of the rain is the only song worth listening to, a powerful melody that drowns out the worries of the past year. A sudden flash of light illuminates the horizon, a brief reminder of the ocean's raw power before the world returns to its moody, rain-soaked shadows and peace. An old book lies open, its pages heavy with the humidity of the coast, waiting for a reader who is currently lost in the live theater of nature. As the afternoon darkens, a single match brings a flicker of gold to the room. The oil lamps glow, creating a small sanctuary against the gray storm. The flame dances in the glass, its reflection shimmering on the rain-streaked window like a distant star caught in a web of water and soft evening light. From the corner, an old radio hums with soft static, playing a melody from a different time that blends perfectly with the patter of the falling rain. Every crackle from the speakers feels like a memory, a nostalgic echo that fills the quiet house with the warmth of a life well lived by the sea. The heavy clouds begin to part as the rain softens to a whisper, and the sky transforms into a breathtaking palette of deep violet and bruised purple. The frantic rhythm of the storm slows to a gentle drip, each falling drop a final punctuation mark on a day defined by the grace of water. The village paths shimmer like mirrors, reflecting the indigo soul of the twilight, as the world breathes a sigh of relief in the cool, damp air. Under the table, a small puppy finds its peace, dreaming of sunny beaches, while the residual dampness of the storm lingers in its soft, sleeping fur. A simple act of kindness in the quiet evening, a bowl of milk offered to a loyal friend, as the house settles into a comfortable, sleepy silence. The soft sound of the puppy drinking is a gentle reminder of the life that thrives in these quiet corners, far from the noise of the world. Long shadows stretch across the wooden walls, playing a silent game of hide and seek in the warm, amber glow of the single, flickering oil lamp tonight. Outside, the first fireflies begin their nightly dance, their tiny green lanterns blinking in the wet bushes, signaling the return of the stars to the earth. Nature's own light, fragile and beautiful, illuminates the darkness, reminding us that even after the heaviest storm, there is always a spark of magic to find. The old man turns a page of the calendar, a quiet ritual marking another day gone by, another chapter written in the long history of this village. In the kitchen, the embers fade to a soft red, their warmth lingering like a gentle hug, keeping the heart of the home beating through the night. The house stands as a beacon of warmth in the deepening night, a small island of light in a sea of darkness, and the rhythmic sound of waves. The ocean remains, a vast and eternal presence, its dark waves whispering to the shore in a language older than time itself, constant and deep and true. As the clouds drift away, the stars reclaim their places in the sky, watching over the sleeping village and the restless sea with their cold, ancient light. The shutters are closed against the night air, sealing in the warmth and the peace of a day well spent in the company of the falling rain. The echoes of the sea gate fade into a dream, leaving only the sound of the tide and the promise of a quiet, new dawn tomorrow morning. The tide retreats, leaving behind a gallery of sand art, carved by the water's hand in the soft moonlight of a peaceful, rain-washed coastal night. The fisherman's hat, heavy with the day's rain, hangs in the hallway, a silent witness to the hard work and the quiet resilience of the sea. She watches over her world with a silent prayer, her heart full of the simple joy that comes from a roof overhead and a warm family within. The light fades as the wick is lowered, bringing a final end to the day's activities and inviting the healing power of sleep into the quiet home. Under the moon's silver gaze, the palm trees lean towards the water, as if listening to the eternal secrets whispered by the waves in the deep night. The village sign, worn by salt and wind, stands as a humble gatekeeper to a place where time moves differently, guided by the moon and the tides. The jars on the shelf hold the flavors of the sea, the essence of a culture that has survived on the bounty of the ocean for centuries. Bare feet on ancient wood, a connection to the earth and the home that has weathered many storms, standing firm against the passage of long years. The moon finally breaks free, painting a silver bridge across the water, a path for dreams to travel on this quiet night by the coastal shore. A child's toy, a small wooden boat, rests on the shelf, dreaming of the great adventures it will have when the sun rises over the sea. The house is a part of the land, a small spark of humanity tucked away in the vast, wild beauty of the Vietnamese coast at peaceful night. A small sign of love left on the glass, a fleeting mark in the mist that captures the warmth found inside while the cold rain falls outside. The ancient temple stands silent, a spiritual anchor for the village, its presence a comfort to those who live by the mercy of the vast ocean. In the soft darkness, a mother's hand ensures her child's safety, a timeless gesture of protection that transcends the storm and the deep, dark night. The garden is a jewel box of moonlight and rain, every leaf a shimmering emerald in the quiet aftermath of the day's beautiful and cleansing storm. The final notes of music fade away as the radio is silenced, leaving only the natural sounds of the night to fill the peaceful, quiet house. The ancestors watch over the village from the hill, their spirits intertwined with the salt spray and the rhythm of the waves that they once sailed. Sleep comes easily to those who have worked with the sea, a deep and dreamless rest earned through labor and the simple peace of the rain. The village square is empty and still, a silent stage waiting for the arrival of another day, another tide, and another story to be told here. The anchor holds fast, a symbol of stability in a world of constant change, waiting for the moment it will be called back into the deep. The night begins to fade as the first light of a new day touches the horizon, promising a fresh start after the cleansing power of the rain. A single flower awakens, a small miracle of life that blooms in the wake of the storm, reaching for the light of the coming Vietnamese sun. The sea is a mirror today, reflecting the peace of a world that has been washed clean, ready to welcome the sun and the morning's new tide. He wakes with the sun, his spirit as vast as the ocean he loves, ready to cast his nets once more into the deep blue waters. The echoes of the sea gate continue, a timeless song of peace and resilience that will forever play in the heart of this small fishing village.